Hey everybody, how you doing? This is about to be a really fun video. This is another video where I had to travel this week and I brought all the stuff with me just to film. I'm sitting here in the hotel finishing off these videos, but if you watch my show, you might recognize this thing right here. This is a model 7744. If you ask me, man, what's one of your favorite deer catching rigs? This one is at the top of the list. Threaded barrel. I've got my Banish 46 V2 can on there. This thing's just absolutely awesome. I got a Mueller 2-7 scope on there, so close range scope, lightweight, good trigger. This thing's awesome, but the whole point of this video was to do some ammo testing. So also, if you watched my show during last deer season, I took a nice 8-point buck with that and this ammo. This was the first ammo I tried in it. It did good at 100 yards, so I said I'm gonna deer hunt with it, and then I did. It's one of my favorite pictures I've ever taken. Let me put the picture up here real quick if I can find it. But now it's after deer season. I said, well, we need to do some more testing, do our due diligence. So I brought out 5 different types of 44 mag ammo. The title of this video is going to be something like, not all 44 mag is the same. And it will make more sense why here when we get to the range footage in a second. But to the range, I took these 240 grain Remington Cor-Lokt handgun, some 240 grain Remington HTPs. Those are the high, what is HTP again? High terminal performance. Then we got some of the FTX 225 grain. This is an expensive video, by the way. Then we've got some 240 grain HydroShock. Then finally we have some 240 grain XTPs. So there's 5 there. But let's get right to the range footage and see what happens. Remember, I had this thing sighted in with the Remington Cor-Lokt handgun for deer season. So check it out. All right, so I've got to cut in here because we're about to get to the squirrely part. So right off the bat, that Remington Cor-Lokt handgun, 44 mag, I'm still pretty much sighted in for deer season. Those first 2 hits were right here, touching, same hole, and then my third one was right there, dead bullseye. Probably an 1.25 inch group there with those 3 hits. So still sighted in for deer season. The second one we saw was these Remington HTPs. And hey, believe it or not, in the footage, it was right there. I'm gonna move it here so we get all the mess off here. Those Remington HTPs 240 grains. Hey, they're still pretty much at 100 yards hitting bullseye, even though I sighted in with the Cor-Lokt stuff. That group was a little bit wider, but that whole group, probably 2 inches and some change there. So those are 1 inch squares. So even at the end of the day, for 44 mag at 100 yards, hey, that's pretty good. That's doing pretty good. The Federal HydroShocks were next I just showed in there. And let's just not even look at that so we don't confuse ourselves. I was holding center right there, and then I got those right there. 1, 2, 3. So how low are they? 1 inch, 2 inch, 3 inch. So point of impact at 100 yards, averaging probably 2.5 inches low. Now all in all, that's a 1, 2, probably roughly a 3-inch group. Still, for 44 mag at 100 yards, not terrible. But sighted in with this stuff, bullseye. This one's still hitting bullseye. This one left to right is still on, but almost 3 inches low. Now here's where we get squirrely. I've got some random hits up here. One there, one there. But for the last two, which was these right here, the point of impact is so far off, I couldn't get the hits on paper. So the footage I'm about to roll in, I start holding right here, and I believe I'm hitting like over here somewhere. And from back at 100 yards, I'm having a hard time. And at that point, I just start holding random spots on the paper, trying to hit this square piece of paper and see where the impacts are. It is a public range. I couldn't just go up, you know, to 50 yards and stand in front of everybody. So I had to stay back there and just find where I was hitting. But the squirrely part of this video of me saying not all 44 mag is created equal is, for these three, point of impact didn't shift too much. These were the same. This one's 3 inches low. These, the point of impact was way off, up and down and to the right. So be careful. You can't just swap out all your 44 mag. Let's get to that footage of me missing everything.
They're making a really good rifle.
Yeah, they're not too bad for me. Yeah, they make it pretty good.
All right, so I'm not going to sit here and make you watch me completely miss the piece of paper 10 times in a row, but I think you get the gist. So again, bullseye, bullseye, 3 inches low, but then I shifted to these Hornadies. My first hit was about here, you guys saw on that wood. My second hit was like here, probably that far apart. So a good 6, 7, 8 inches up and down different through that model 77 44. And the impact shift was also 1, 2, 3, probably roughly 6, 7 inches off left to right. And it just wasn't grouping that well out of that thing either, which that's not necessarily a big deal. Just like when we do the 30-06 testing, 270 testing, you know, one rig is going to like the ammo better than another. That's not too foreign of an idea, right? Not everything is going to group everything right. You can't just pick up the first ammo and assume it's going to work great. It might, but there's probably something out there that will group tighter groups. But then I couldn't see the hits, so I loaded up some of the FTX. No, that was the FTX that was hitting. Did I say Hydroshocks earlier? That was the FTX. It's written right there, man. That was here and that was here. Well, then I was like, I can't even see where I'm hitting. I'm gonna load up the XTP stuff. Everybody's probably pretty familiar with that. And that stuff was the same. I aimed here, over here on the right. That's not what these are. These are the Federal Hydroshock hits. And it wasn't even on paper. I got these two random hits somewhere down the line. Ended up burning like a half a box of both of these, just trying to get the point of impact. And I can't even remember where I was holding to get these to hit right here. I think it was like up here or something. Anyways, whole point of the video is, well, my 7744 loves those Remington Cor-Lokts. When I first sighted it in, I did 3 or 4 groups with it, and everything was pretty near inch or better. So this group right here of that 1, 2, 3 hits, that's been consistent 1-inch groups at 100 yards with a 44 mag, and that's awesome. Tested that HTP, it did pretty good too. But the moral of the story is, you can't just pick up your 44 mag and expect the impacts to be the same or the power level to be the same. This Remington Cor-Lokt right here says it on the box. Cor-Lokt handgun. We did not load it in a handgun. This stuff right here too, it's pretty much formulated, yeah, differently, but it still had the same impact. So this one right here is a 240 grain. The box says 1180. We're going a lot faster than this out of this longer barrel. This one says 1220. So a little bit different speed, but not too terribly off. Now, interestingly enough, what did these say? I know it's on here somewhere because I read it. Yeah, the Hydra Shocks, 1210 velocity. So pretty much the same as those, but these were hitting 3 inches lower. You would assume same weight, same velocity, it would hit pretty near the same spot. Nope. And these, 240 grains as well, 1231 feet per second. Pretty much the same stats, hitting nowhere near the same. These are lighter and hotter, 1400 feet per second, 225s, and they were way off the paper. Anyways, you guys get what I'm trying to say. Not all ammo's created equal, but at the end of the day, I love this model 7744. Like I said, in the woods, my goodness, 44 mag is hard to beat, y'all. If you haven't seen that deer hunt video, definitely go check it out. But I'm trying to film a deer hunt with everything, and once I cross something off the list, it's kind of hard for me to hunt with it again. But I think it'll be hard for me not to hunt with this one again next deer season. It's just such a cool rig. But hey, appreciate you watching. 44 mag is cool, especially out of this thing. And things kind of went sideways. Next time I have this out, I'll probably redo this test at 50 yards. Because I don't think we did these two justice. I saw the FTX on the wood. Yeah, it was hitting 6-7 inches apart. But the XTP, I didn't have a clue where it was hitting. Maybe this stuff was doing half decent too. I really don't know. But the point of impact was so far off we couldn't see it. But hey, appreciate you watching. Let me know what your favorite 44 mag load is. Like I said, I caught me a nice whitetail buck with this stuff last year. Hey, appreciate y'all watching. Make sure you're subscribed. We'll see you on the next one. Hooty hoo.